Welcome to my Podbean review. In this Podbean review, I'll be sharing with you practically everything you need to know about Podbean as a podcast hosting platform. You get to know absolutely everything you need to know about Podbean. For you to know that Podbean is actually a tool or a platform that is worth using, or whether it's just another one that you need to know, whether it's not another one you need to avoid completely, you get to know in this Podbean review. So all based on my personal experience using Podbean for my podcasting business. So let's go. So in this Podbean review, I'll be talking about what Podbean is all about. That is what they stand for, what they've got in stock for you, and what you are most likely to get from using Podbean. You also get to see who can use Podbean, and most importantly, what they've got in stock for you, and what you are most likely to get out of Podbean, and most importantly, what they've got in stock for you. You also get to see the pros and the cons of using Podbean. You get to see the interesting side and as well as the bad side of using Podbean, because for everything that has a good side, if you observe very carefully, you will definitely find the bad side as well, which I'm going to share with you in the course of this Podbean review. You also get to see the pricing plan across various plans, as they've got different pricing plans across various plans. They've got different pricing plans, and each of their plans has got their own peculiarities and significance. That is, each of them has their own peculiarities. So it's very, very important for you to ensure that you keep to the end of this Podbean review, so you won't miss the most important information that you need to have about Podbean. You also get to hear from other active users of Podbean out there. You get to hear from other existing users of Podbean as to what they feel about Podbean. It does not necessarily have to be what I say alone. You have the opportunity to hear from other active users of Podbean. I get to hear from them as to their own opinion of Podbean, as to what Podbean is to them, based on their personal experience with it as well. And to the final part, which is the most important part of this Podbean review, this is exactly where you get to know whether Podbean is actually a great podcast platform that is worth using, or whether it's just another podcast tool platform that you need to run away from. You get to see all of that in this. So it's very, very important for you to ensure that you keep to the end of this Podbean review, so you won't miss the most important information I need to have about it. So let's go. So what is Podbean? Podbean is actually a podcast hosting platform that allows you to create, promote, and monetize your content, that is your podcast content, to your audience. So you can see what we have on their homepage. They said it's your podcast hosting and monetization platform. Podbean is an easy and powerful way to create, promote, and monetize your podcast, everything you need for a successful podcast. So basically, it's a podcast platform that allows you to get started with the podcast and making money out of your podcast. So basically, that's it. So if you run a content-based business where you need to podcast, where you need to run your podcast, it's actually a platform that can actually that can be instrumental to you. So let's go. So what are the interesting side of using Podbean? The first thing I have here is the fact that Podbean allows you create, that is, you'll be able to create your podcast, you'll be able to publish it, and as well manage both your audio and video podcast. And also you also be able to manage your marketing campaigns as well. And also you can also do a live audio stream as well right on Podbean. That makes it very, 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 very interesting for me due to its versatility. And also with Podbean, you can easily monetize your podcast using different monetization options like the premium monetization. You can also monetize it through Patreon, and also you can also join the podcast advertising marketplace. So there are so many ways you can monetize your content with Podbean. They've got varieties of ways, which I've mentioned a few. That is Patreon, premium. You can also join the podcast advertising marketplace, where you can put ads on your podcast and be able to make money from it. And also with Podbean, it also allows you to publish your podcast episodes, and you'll be able to distribute them across all top major podcast platforms like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Tunnel, Pocket Cast, Overcast, and many others, giving you option for visibility and expansion and distribution. And also another interesting thing about Podbean is the fact that it allows you to design a website for your podcast, as well as this will enhance your perception. When people see that even your podcast episodes comes with a website, or your podcast comes with a website, it's going to help you enhance your perception right in the mind of your audience. And as a result of that, you'll be able to get your offer across to them and make more money and take off that reluctance to to get into your offer. And also with this podcast platform Podbean, you can as well embed podcast into multiple blogs and websites, and you can as well share your posts on various social media channels such as YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, giving you room for social promotion and the likes. Another interesting thing is this: they've got great customer support. Podbean has got a great customer support. One thing I keep saying and I won't stop saying is this: I'll never use any tool or any service that does not offer great customer support, because any new tool you are introduced to, there is a tendency that you may experience one or two issues, or you may encounter one or two problems in the course of using it, and if the customer support is not there to help you, then in that case it's not worth it. As in the case of Podbean, they've got great customer support across all their communication channels. They are always willing to help you to solve your problem when the need arises. So that makes it very, very interesting for me. Another interesting thing is this: Podbean as well provides great analytics about your content across all platforms, so you can have a better idea, a glance, and an insight of what is working in your process and what is not working. So you get to know what you need to develop on and what you may need to discontinue. And then let's go to the bad side. Honestly, I've not really found a bad side to Podbean, but the only thing I can say about Podbean is that Podbean can actually be better than what it is at the moment. Now let's go to the pricing plan. Podbean has got different pricing plans. They've got different pricing plans. They've got different pricing plans across all their plans. They've got different plans. They've got different plans. But to be honest, they've got the unlimited plan, they've got the unlimited plus, and the network plan. But the barest minimum you can ever get started with on Podbean, that's for the unlimited plan. That's around $9 per month. That's the barest minimum you can ever get started with. At the time of making this Podbean review, and each of these plans has different capabilities as to what they can do, as to their strength, as to their capacity. That's why it's very, very important for you to see the one that will be most suitable for you, or the one that will suit your own business size the best. That's why it's very, very important for you to click on the link right in this video description, and then you're able to see the full pricing for the various packages they've got, the offers and discount that comes with each of them, most importantly their capabilities. But like I said, the barest minimum I've seen so far is around $9 per month. That's the barest minimum they've got, and each of these plans has different strength as to their capabilities, as to their capacity. That's why it's very, very important for you to see the one that will be most suitable for you, or the one that will suit your own business side the best. That's why it's very, very important for you to click on the link right in this video description now. Then you'll be able to see the full pricing for various packages and the offers and discount that comes with each of them, most importantly their capabilities. Now let's get to hear from other people who are currently using Podbean. This person said Podbean is a great service for podcasters that needs to distribute their show. When he was asked what he likes best about Podbean, he said, I love that Podbean allowed me to distribute my show to a wide variety of platforms from one easy place. It's also provided really useful analytics on our show listeners from each platform and showed us the country, time, and other variables of who was listening. When he was asked what he disliked, he said it was a little bit pricey and we could have paid a lot more if we wanted even more feature. But overall, it was a useful service that did the job it was intended for. This is another person. This person said, I'm a happy Podbean user. I'm very happy to recommend it. When he was asked what he likes best, he said, I love the value and reliability of Podbean. That we've used Podbean for around 18 months and currently host a weekly podcast with 73 episodes and moderately heavy traffic. He said, Podbean has been reliable and affordable. When he was asked what he disliked, he said, I have almost no complaint about Podbean. I would like to see more customizable themes and slightly more control over the look and the feel of the podcast website. But overall, I am very happy. This person said he's very happy. He's a happy Podbean user and he's very, very happy to recommend it. Now let's go to what I personally feel about Podbean based on my personal experience with them. In my own opinion, I would say Podbean as a podcast platform, a podcast tool, I would say it is reasonably easy to use and it's highly efficient for hosting, promoting and also monetizing your podcast, your content. It allows you reach more audience and it allows you promote your content across all major podcast platforms, and it's going to get you the best out of your effort by exponentially enhancing your content engagement and its visibility and most importantly its impact. and as such it's going to help you turn your business around. You'll be able to make more money from your business. And interestingly, it's also crowned with an amazing customer support. Like I said, I love customer support so much, and they've also got a 14-day free trial where you can test it out and see how it works. If you love it, you can keep using it. If you don't, you can decide to discontinue. So there is no risk involved trying out Podbean. I will say you are safe with Podbean. I will say again, Podbean is actually worth it because they serve the primary function of a meaningful podcast hosting platform out there. So with what I've said, if you think Podbean is something you want to give a trial, you want to test it out, you want to see how Podbean works, you want to see what it can actually do for you, you can actually get started with Podbean by clicking on the special link right in this video description. Once you click on that special link, you'll be able to get started with Podbean at a very unusual discounted price that you're not going to find elsewhere. That is to enjoy all of what Podbean has put in place for you. There's a special link right in this video description. Once you click on that special link, you'll be able to get started with Podbean at a very unusual discounted price that you're not going to find elsewhere. On that note, I want to thanks for watching my Podbean review. If you found any value in this video, ensure to if you found any value in this video, ensure to like and subscribe to this channel. And if you feel you have any question as regards Podbean, you can make use of the comment box below to ask your question. I'm going to look into it and see if something I can answer. Once again, do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel to keep enjoying similar videos like this on other helpful tools that can actually take your business to the next level. On that note, I want to thanks for watching my Podbean review, and I hope to see your business at the top. Bye for now.